What drives a hero to betray his country? This is the story of Benedict Arnold. The name echoes through history, a byword for betrayal. But how did a man who started as a fierce patriot become synonymous with treason? Benedict Arnold's story begins in the heart of colonial Connecticut. Born in 1741, he entered a world on the brink of massive change. Young Benedict grew up in a respectable family. His father, a prosperous merchant, held a position of some local prominence. But tragedy struck early. Several of his siblings died young, a harsh reality of the time. Benedict himself faced hardship, his formal education cut short due to the family's financial struggles following his father's decline. This difficult upbringing forged a resilient character in Arnold. He was ambitious, driven, and possessed a fierce independent streak. These traits, while serving him well in his early career as a successful apothecary and merchant, would later manifest in both his military triumphs and his ultimate downfall. What were the seeds of his complex and ultimately tragic story that were sown early in his life? Comment with what you think. The year is 1775. Shots ring out at Lexington and Concord. The American Revolution explodes onto the scene. Benedict Arnold, like many colonists, feels the call to action. He answers it with characteristic zeal. He raises a militia company almost overnight and sets his sights on a daring objective, Fort Ticonderoga. This British outpost, strategically vital and lightly defended, becomes Arnold's first major target. He joins forces with another ambitious young officer, Ethan Allen, and together they capture the fort. It's a stunning early victory for the fledgling Continental Army. Arnold doesn't rest on his laurels. He leads a daring expedition through the wilderness of Maine, aiming to capture Quebec City. The journey is fraught with peril. The weather is brutal. Supplies dwindle. Many men desert or die from disease and starvation. Despite these hardships, Arnold pushes forward, his iron will never wavering. He reaches Quebec, but the attack fails. Arnold is wounded, his leg shattered by enemy musket fire. Still, his reputation for courage and tenacity is solidified. He has emerged as one of the Revolution's most promising military leaders. The year is now 1777. The Revolution hangs in the balance. British General John Burgoyne leads a large army south from Canada, aiming to cut New England off from the rest of the colonies. Standing in his way, a determined American force, and at its heart, Benedict Arnold. The Battle of Saratoga becomes a turning point in the war. Arnold, despite not officially being in command, displays incredible bravery and tactical brilliance. He leads from the front, inspiring his men with his own fearless example. He is wounded again, this time in the same leg injured at Quebec. But Arnold's courage and strategic insight are instrumental in securing the American victory. Burgoyne's army is shattered. The victory at Saratoga is a crushing blow to British morale and, crucially, convinces France to enter the war on the side of the Americans. The tide of the conflict begins to turn. Despite his heroism at Saratoga, Arnold feels slighted. He believes his contributions are being ignored. He is passed over for promotion, while officers he considers less capable are elevated above him. Resentment begins to fester in his heart. Adding salt to the wound, Arnold is given command of Philadelphia, a city still partially loyal to the British. He faces accusations of misconduct, some stemming from his efforts to impose order and secure supplies for the Continental Army. He sees these accusations as further evidence of a conspiracy against him. Arnold, used to recognition and praise, finds himself increasingly isolated and bitter. He feels betrayed by the very cause he fought so hard to defend. His loyalty, once unwavering, begins to crack under the strain of perceived injustice. As Arnold grows more disillusioned, he takes a fateful step. He opens secret communications with the enemy. Driven by a toxic mix of resentment, ambition, and perhaps a desire for revenge, he begins to entertain the unthinkable, betraying his country. The British are eager to exploit any cracks in the American resolve. See Arnold as a valuable asset. They promise him a hefty sum of money and a high-ranking position in their army in exchange for his defection. To Arnold, this offer seems like a way to secure the recognition and financial security he feels he deserves. He agrees to turn over West Point, a strategically vital fort on the Hudson River, to the British. This betrayal, if successful, would be a devastating blow to the American cause and potentially alter the course of the war. Arnold's plan unfolds with a chilling meticulousness. He obtains command of West Point and begins subtly weakening its defenses, all the while maintaining a facade of loyalty to the American cause. He arranges a clandestine meeting with British Major John Andre to finalize the details of the handover. However, fate intervenes. Andre is captured by American soldiers while traveling back to British lines. On him, they find incriminating documents detailing Arnold's treachery. The plot is exposed. Arnold, alerted to Andre's capture, narrowly escapes capture himself, fleeing to the British lines as American soldiers close in. Benedict Arnold, the once revered hero, is now branded a traitor. His name becomes synonymous with treachery and betrayal. The Continental Congress issues a reward for his capture, dead or alive. Arnold, now a brigadier general in the British Army, spends the rest of the war leading raids against his former countrymen. After the British surrender at Yorktown in 1781, Arnold, along with his wife and children, sails for England. He is met not with the hero's welcome he might have expected, but with suspicion and disdain. Even among the British, his treason leaves an indelible stain. He attempts to rebuild his life, engaging in various business ventures with mixed success. However, he is haunted by his past, living under the constant shadow of his betrayal. He dies in London in 1801, a man broken in both body and spirit. Benedict Arnold's name is forever etched in the annals of American history, but it is a legacy forever tainted by his act of treason. His name has become a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most heroic figures can succumb to darkness. In the United States, he is widely reviled as the ultimate betrayer, his name synonymous with treachery and deceit. Monuments commemorating his early heroism often downplay his later actions, or are vandalized as a symbol of his unforgivable betrayal. His story serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of human nature, the thin line that can exist between heroism and villainy. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths, that good deeds do not erase bad ones, and that even the most celebrated figures are capable of profound moral failings. Despite the passage of centuries, Benedict Arnold's story continues to fascinate and repulse in equal measure. His transformation from hero to traitor is a stark reminder of the complexities of human motivation and the enduring power of betrayal. Was he driven solely by greed and ambition? Or was he, as some historians argue, a deeply flawed individual who felt betrayed and unappreciated, ultimately seeking recognition and reward even if it meant siding with the enemy? Comment A for greed and ambition, or B for he felt betrayed and unappreciated. Whatever his motivations, his actions had a profound impact on the course of American history. His story continues to spark debate and discussion, forcing us to grapple with the gray areas of human nature and the enduring consequences of betrayal. Benedict Arnold's name may forever be synonymous with treason, but his story, in all its complexity and tragedy, remains a captivating and cautionary tale. Until next time, remember, we even need to keep failed heroes' memories alive, even if only as a cautionary tale.